You know what you have to do, mate. Clear the board. Start again. It won't be perfect. It'll be a long sight better than what we got now.
So James Gunn just put out his new DC plans and shit for the other DC movies, coming through at this point. And yeah, I'm late to the party. I can't catch up to the trends. Okay. So, here are my thoughts on it. Before I go into that, I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie. This lineup does not look, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look good at the same time. I'm having my doubts. James Gunn has his, look, I'm a big James Gunn fan. And I like I think he gets characters, but at the same time, I don't think his style of filmmaking works on like a franchise level. Maybe for like 2 or 3 movies, but that's it. Like, I don't know, man. Like the Superman shit has me on edge, a little bit, because it could be so many things, but I'm gonna check it out. But here are my thoughts. Oh fuck! Here are my thoughts on DC's Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. Not to be confused with the very badass movie, the animated movie Gods and Monsters. Unless he's gonna make Batman a vampire out this bitch and get Michael C. Hall to play him. But enough stalling. I'm 1 minute in. Let's get right into it. So, out of all of them, let me point it out. Booster Gold, Swamp Thing, and Green Lantern. Those are the only 3 things out of that lineup I'm excited about, because Booster Gold is incredibly slept on. I know he has his fans, but at the same time, Booster Gold is incredibly slept on as a character. And seeing as how Blue Beetle is going to come out with Miguel from Cobra Kai playing Jaime Reyes, it wouldn't surprise me if Ted Kord shows up in Booster Gold at some point. And, I'm going to just have to see. But, yeah, I definitely think Booster Gold is the perfect character for James Gunn. He does love his obscure characters. And next up is Swamp Thing. Which is going to be a horror movie, which I think is very fitting. Like, bro, I have not seen a superhero horror flick in so long. I know they came out. I mean, Brightburn was good. I mean, he produced Brightburn, so I trust him with Swamp Thing. And at the same time, I feel like superheroes in horror don't fit in that. I mean, they do fit in, but they're not utilized that much. Like that Werewolf by Night shit, it was fine, but at the same time, I felt like it could have been better. It could have been, it only relied on blood and shit. I just felt like it could have been better. It could have been more atmospheric. But enough about Marvel. We're talking about DC. Don't mind the shirt. Next up is Paradise Lost, which is like a Themyscira show. This is like the Wonder Woman equivalent to like the shit like Gotham and Smallville, and it could be fine. I mean, we never really got a show about Paradise Island. We never got a show about the home from Wonder Woman, where Wonder Woman came from. As long as it ain't woke, I can rock with it. The next one is The Authority, which is fucking obscure, dude. I didn't even think that was a DC property. The Authority is basically like Justice League Unlimited and The Boys had sex in a fucking nasty ass truck stop bathroom, and basically they're anti-heroes in a Justice League way, and they think the world is typical morally gray anti-hero bullshit. They think they have to kill criminals, and they think they have to kill jaywalkers and shit to save the world and all that. But I don't think I'm split about this, because it sounds good, and it does seem like some shit. Like, James Gunn loves his ensemble cast, but The Authority, this shit's gonna be in like the canon universe. This seems more like an Elseworld story, if anything else. But This seems more like an Elseworld story, like some shit that should be out of continuity than in it. But I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna have to see. Next one is the Green Lantern series. He described this as True Detective, so I'm willing to bet like some other lanterns are gonna show up. Hopefully Razor, but I don't think that could be the case. But it could be. There's so many fucking lanterns. I doubt Razor will be part of them. But he's saying that this shit's gonna be like a mystery, like a neo-noir detective story in space. It's gonna have your boy Jon Stewart in it, so that's a day one for me. But I don't know. Nah, man. This is a day one. Come on, man. They've been playing on Green Lantern too much. Green Lantern has so much shit in it. The Green Lantern lore is so big, it can't afford to be slept on, man. And then you got the Amanda Waller series. You know, I'm only interested in that shit because Viola Davis is a very wonderful actress. It's just, did we really need this? Like, did we really, were people, when people watch the Suicide Squad movies and that one scene in Black Adam, were people really clamoring for an Amanda Waller movie? And, this is a show. But, he apparently says it's the best shit he ever made, so I might have to. Jim is hyping the shit out of this. He's saying it's like the best shit ever made, so I'm gonna have to take his word for it. Could be good, could be bad. I don't know. We get a good performance from Viola, and that's all good. Next is Superman Legacy, which is another thing I am difficult about because we ain't getting Henry Cavill back. That's the thing, and then we're getting like a younger Superman, so it's gonna be like some Smallville shit about his younger years. I was reading a comic called Superman American Alien the other day, and I was thinking James Gunn should direct this, but it seems like James is like a big Grant Morrison fan, so he's probably going to adapt All-Star Superman, where he dies in the sun and becomes like the Silver Surfer for some reason. I don't know, but I feel like if a James Gunn movie about Superman was to be made, I feel like Superman American Alien would be the best one for him because it introduces every DC character, it introduces everything, and it feels like its own like biopic of Superman in some way. But I'm gonna have to see. Another thing that I'm really not excited for is Creature Commandos. That shit. Again, I know James loves his obscure characters, but what the fuck, dude? Out of all them damn characters, you could have adapted anybody. The Middlemen, what was that shit? The Inferior Five. Inferior Five actually sounds like some shit James would make, but it's whatever, I guess. You know what? If I was running a phase, if I was in charge of DC, I'd be making whatever the fuck I want to. So, the next one is Brave and the Bold. So this is gonna be a Batman joint, and it's gonna have Damian Wayne's bitch ass in it. So I don't know, man. It could involve other Bat family members, but it just seems like they're rushing. I cannot fucking stand Damian's ass, and this isn't gonna be matured, thought out, sympathetic Damian. This is gonna be little shit Damian thinking he know every goddamn thing, and I just don't have the time for that. I don't know, man. It's basically it is what it is, but I'm not excited for it. I'm not excited to see Damian's ass. But the last one on our list is Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, which I've heard about that every which way. Apparently, it's based off of a Tom King comic of the same name. I don't know, man. As long as it's not being played by the Supergirl from the upcoming Flash movie, I don't know. I'll think about it, I guess. It seems good. You can't go wrong with Supergirl, but man, I don't know. It definitely just seems like you're doing it with Tom King too, same guy that fucking ruined Wally West, made him a murderer and shit. But hopefully it's loosely based and not just a direct adaptation. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's all that's all my opinions on the upcoming James Gunn DC movies. And yeah, you know, hoes mad. The Snyder fans, they didn't get to see their Black Adam Superman versus movie. Yeah, you know, and they're what really has me on the fence is that they're keeping Ezra Miller's weird ass, and you know, I don't know. Shit changes every day. There's new news coming out. By the time I make this video, Ezra could probably stay as the Flash, or he could probably just, or he just stays for one movie and gets recast. And that's all I know. It's like there's news every day about this shit that I'm trying to keep up on, and it's exhausting. But yeah. Apparently James saw the Flash movie himself. He was dick riding it throughout the entire presentation. Not even James Gunn can make that movie sound cool. I'm sorry. I'm boycotting the shit out of that. But yeah. As for the upcoming movies that are coming out, as for the DC movies that are about to come out, you know, you got Shazam. You know, you got your Blue Beetles and shit. Shazam 2. I'm mostly excited because, like, for Blue Beetle, Shazam seems like it's gonna be pretty fun, but Blue Beetle, bro, that character, like, Jaime Reyes is so fucking cool, and they got the right fucking actor to play Jaime Reyes too. He's such a slept-on character. And yeah, you know, aside from that, you know, fucking the Flash, Pedo Flash, fucking Aquaman 2 or Amber Heard, they could both rest in piss. But you know, that's all I gotta say. You know, seems like James Gunn is gonna be. I hope he really does not just stick to obscure characters and just makes something more cohesive. It seems like most of Chapter 1 is going to be more focused on him just getting the stuff he wants to make out the way before the studio mandated movies come along. But, you know, I'm holding out hope. I mean, what more could DC lose, actually? Because it's like, you know, so much shit's going on behind the scenes. News changes every day, but, you know, hopefully, you know, James Gunn doesn't try to water down characters like Superman or Batman or Wonder Woman just to make his fucking sandbox characters look more good. Like, I fuck with James Gunn movies, but at the same time, I just don't think his style can work for, like, what, 10 movies or 11 movies at best. Hopefully he's more like Kevin Feige, where, you know, where he and said director puts their input on shit, but he's way more better because, like, fuck, look at Marvel at the moment. But yeah, like, you know, hopefully they, like, make good movies, actually. I'm just hoping that these movies are actually unique and they stand out. They don't have to be good, but, you know, they don't have to be the best thing since Wonder Bread, but at the same time, just have them be entertaining. Just have them just be one-off things. Sometimes things don't have to be so fucking... Sometimes movies don't have to be connected to be good. You know, they could just be little adventures that our heroes have to go on. And that's all fine by me. I loved Black Adam. I went to the theaters to see that shit. I might see Shazam. And Blue Beetle is definitely a day one. But yeah, man. My feelings on James Gunn with DC is a little mixed, to say the least. You already know the fucking Snyder fans are gonna be fucking pissed off at this shit. Like, they suck Zach off on the daily. Which, you know, quick thought on that for a second. Zack Snyder, my thoughts on him. He's a good director, but I don't think his style works with DC. And that's the problem with DC in general. They're hiring directors who make them the most amount of money, which is understandable, but at the same time, their styles don't usually clash with what these characters are and what they represent. But I'm gonna have to see. I would just have to see. James has the habit of surprising the fuck out of general audiences. He has the habit of introducing the general audience to just the most obscure ass characters. So who knows? I'm rambling. I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about, but hey, that's all. You know, hopefully he saves it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the channel. Your boy needs it. Your boy needs the views. I hate keeping up with the current thing. Take care of yourselves and each other.
Make sure to check out the ongoing series Red Dragonfly. It's available to read on Wattpad and it was one of my favorite stories to write. Read them all. Link will be in the description.